In this video, I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know about foundation design, from the essential design principle to how to produce a site-ready professional drawing. We began this project from the architectural plan, we developed the structural framing layout, then we proceeded to modeling and then carried out analysis and design. And now we are at the final and equally critical stage, which is detailing. The link to all those previous stages, architectural planning, structural framing, modeling, analysis, and design, are linked in this video description in case you would like to catch up. And here is the thing, the foundation detail that ProtaStructure gives us by default is not enough. One is that it lacks clarity. It is not readable when printed, and certainly it is not something you would like to hand over to a site engineer. It is not the kind of drawing that ensures safety or aids professional recognition. Therefore, in this video, I'll be showing you how to take that raw output and convert it into a clean, clear, and globally recognized foundation detail, one that is highly readable on site, fully standardized and ready for construction. And to do that, we'll be using one powerful template that have saved me countless hours in the office, which is Stonebridge detailing template. You can get the template using the link pinned in the comment section and also in the video description. I'm Miracle Okekereshad. Welcome to SamGoz Engineering, and in this channel, I help you develop the required skills and enhance your knowledge to elevate your engineering career. So if this is what you want, you can quickly subscribe. Structural. So this is the structural drawing we got from the software ProtaStructure. Like I have said before, this drawing lacks clarity and is also not readable when printed. For example, to prove to you that it's not readable when printed, this foundation detail now and this lettering, they are of the same line width. If you print it now, you will not really know which one is which one. You don't know which one is foundation detailing. For example, let's come to beam. This is beam now. If I print this thing now, this is my reinforcement and this is my beam line. If I print this thing now, I will not know which one is beam line and which one is reinforcement detail. Why? Because they are of the same width. Let's check. This thing is under by is in by layer, and if you also check, if you also check, this is also in by layer. That means they are of the same line width. They are of the same line width, and if you print it, it won't be readable outside. Normally, before, the way it is being done is that we will come, we click on this line, we will highlight, we will come and click on 0.3. That's to increase the line width of this foundation detail. Then we'll now click on this, do MA, which is to match property. Then we'll now start matching property one after the other. This is how we do it before. This is how it is being done before. But now I'll do Ctrl Z, I'll escape, do Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z, and also do Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z. And also in beam detail, the way it is also done before is that we'll come, click on this side, we click on by layer, we set 0.3, then we escape, we now click on it again, then do MA, enter. Then we'll now start matching property one after the other. We'll come here, match property, then let me escape, let me do undo, Ctrl Z, undo. But now this is not the way it is being done. Now we have a template named Stonebridge detailing template, and with this template we can automatically do this at once. So what I'll just do, since I'm doing foundation detailing in this software, I will go to that Stonebridge detailing template. So you can get this Stonebridge detailing template. The link is in the description below and is also pinned at the comment section. So if you get this Stonebridge detailing template, you paste it in your download folder. It must be in your download folder for it to work. If it is not in your download folder, it won't work. So you paste it in your download folder, then open it in that download folder. If you open it, it will take you to this place. Yeah, this is all you'll be seeing once you open that Stonebridge detailing template. If you can see, it is named Stonebridge detailing template catalog 2024. So this is what you'll be seeing once you open it in that your document folder. Then since we are working on part foundation, if you can see, we have different type of foundation: pipe foundation, slab raft, beam raft, wide strip, and steel detailing. Then also this template is not just for ProtaStructure, it's also for Start Pro and it's also for Orion and Start Pro users. So since we are working on part foundation, what I'll do is that I'll come and double click on it. So I'll double click on it. Once I double click on it, it will bring me to this interface. So if you can see, this is the Stonebridge detailing template, and if you can see, we have a drawing that we can easily reference at all time. Look at it. If you look at this drawing now, look at that now. I'm telling you, the line width of this and this, they are not the same. The line width of this and your dimensioning, they are not the same. So that means this drawing is readable as sight. You can easily read it as sight. But if you go with one ProtaStructure gave you, it is not readable. Look at how the column is being dated perfectly neat from the foundation up to the second floor. And also, if you come to the beam, look at it. There is a huge difference between this reinforcement and this beam line. That means this drawing is highly readable as sight. That's why I always recommend strong bridge detailing template. If you are a structural engineer, you must get this template because it will really help you. It will really save you hours of time, and also it will make your work more neat and more visible and more readable outside. So let's come back to this drawing that we have here, which is the one we got from ProtaStructure. So what we are going to do now is that we'll come here. Since you are working on foundation detailing only in this video, I'll just come highlight this. I'll highlight this, do Control C. Control C stands to copy. Then come here. Once I come here, what I'll do now is I'll now press do Control V. Control V is to paste. Then if I paste it here, you see automatically the line width of this has been increased. Let's click on it. Let's check again. You see the line width is now in 0.3 millimeter. Before it was in bilayer, which is the least line width. And if you print it in that bilayer, it will not be visible at sight. They will not be able to read your drawing. See now, automatically the line width has been increased. So what we are going to do now, since we have gotten this, what we are going to do now is that we'll come here now, we'll come and copy this. We'll do enter. We'll come and copy this because we always reference their drawing once you are doing our own structural detailing. So we'll come and copy this. I will just paste it here. So once I've pasted it here, if you look now, see, and you are seeing it, if you are looking. So what I will do now, if you see all this dimensioning and all these things, all these footing label, column label, if you look here, they are here, but I don't really need these ones. So what I'll do now is that I will delete this, and I'll also delete this. If I want to make use of them, I'll come and reference this drawing that ProtaStructure gave me. Look at it. I'll come and reference it, but I don't want to make use of them now, so I'll just delete it. Because I don't really need them, so I'll just delete them. Once I click on this one, I just like click on select similar. So once I click on select similar, it will select everything automatically. I'll then click on enter. So if you can see now, it has selected. Okay, look at this one. I'll also click on this. I don't need this. After I'll click on select similar. I'll then click on enter. I don't need it. If I want to use it, I'll come and reference this drawing that I got from ProtaStructure. So if you look now, this is the hidden axis that we did in ProtaStructure, hidden axis that we created in ProtaStructure. But this hidden axis is not needed at this story. It is needed in story 1, that's the first floor. So since it is not needed in this foundation, I will delete all of them. So I'll just click on select similar. So that, sorry, I will click on select similar. I'll click on select similar, then click on enter. I don't need them at this point. So if you can see, look at this. We are seeing this line. This line is our wall line. Like where we will place our block wall. We will place our block wall like this. So these are all our wall line. But if you can see now, the one that ProtaStructure gave us, we are not having wall line. So how are we going to get this wall line? So I'll come back to this drawing that ProtaStructure gave me. If you can remember when we are doing our beam placement and all of them, so these beam placements, we place them in alignment with our walls. If you can remember, if you cannot remember, go back to that our first video and watch it where we did our general arrangement drawing, which is structural framing. We placed our walls in alignment with our beam. Like these beam lines, they are all our walls. Yeah, so what I'll do now is that I'll come and click on this. This thing is beam line layer, is in beam line, so I'll escape. So what I'll do now is that I'll come here, I'll select everything here, click on quick select. So a dialog box will appear. I'll then click on layer. So I'll come here and select beam line. So this is beam line. I'll click on this and then click on OK. So you see this beam line has been selected. I'll then do CO, enter. Then I'll copy it out. I want to copy that and paste it here. So but if you can see now, these ones, they are all for our cantilever, that hidden beam that we did in cantilever. So it won't be seen in the foundation level. So I'll just click on enter. It won't be seen in the foundation level. So I'll just copy this, click on Ctrl C, then I'll now copy it and paste it in this stone bridge detailing template. I'll do Ctrl V and then I'll paste it here. So this is what we're having. So one thing you have to know is that make sure this drawing looks exactly like this, because this is the way that a professional drawing should look like. So make sure that your drawing looks like this. Drawing looks exactly like this. So first, let's come and shake the layer of this axis. So if I click, this thing is in STB center line. So this one ProtaStructure gave me, what's the layer? The layer is axis line. So I'll convert this into STB center line. Reason is because I want my drawing to be readable once I print it. So what I'll do is that I'll come here, I'll just come and click on this. I'll just come and click on this MA enter. That's to match property. So I'll just come from here to here. I'll match the property from here to here. I'll match the property. So if you escape, if you click on this, you are seeing STV center line. So next thing is that I'll come now. I'll come. You see this wall line. Let me click on it. So let me click on this wall line. Let me click on this wall line. Sorry. So let me click on this one and see I'm seeing STB hidden detail. So this one line that I'm having here, let me see what's the property is in bin line. So that means no. I'll come here and click on this and do MA. Enter. If you leave it in bin line, if you print your drawing, it will not be visible. It won't be readable. It won't be readable. So my aim here is to have a readable drawing. So that's why I'm trying to match and that's why I'm trying to match the properties of this thing here with the ones I have here. So I'll just come, right click, enter. So if I shake it now, it will be STB hidden detail. STB hidden detail. So I'll copy this. CO, enter. I'll copy it from, let me say, this point, and I'll come and place it here. You know, if you locate it here, it will be here. It will be at this point. Yes, it will be at this point. So if you can see, so I could have done move. Now copy E, enter. So this is what I'm having now. This is what I'm having now, but I'm not yet through. If you can remember, see this line, see this line. So let me explain what's this line all about. Okay, remember I told you that this is our block wall. This is our block wall. So if they are digging the foundation, they will not just dig. You know, this block wall is 225 block wall, but the bricklayers that will lay the block, where would they stand? Will they stand on top? Or so since we don't know where they will stand, what we are going to do is that we are going to offset 225 at this in this direction, and also 225 in this direction, so that the bricklayers can stand here and lay the block. Do you understand? Because of the bricklayers, where they will stand will offset 225. So this whole line now, from here to here and from here to here, is where the bricklayers will stand and lay the block. Why from here to here is our block width. Is our block width. So what I'll do now is that I'll come here, I'll come over to this my drawing and start offsetting 225 by 225. So I'll do OFF, enter. So I'll do 225, enter. So I'll start offsetting all these lines 225. I'll offset all of them. I'll offset all of them 225 by 225. Then look at it, 225 by 225 here. So this is what I will do. Remember, you can get this template. The link is in this video description and is also pinned at the comment section. Get this template to make your work easier, so you can save yourself countless of hours. Like maybe if you have to spend 5 hours in doing this, you might not be spending something like 1 hour, 2 hours in doing this. Like you are now more productive using this template. So get this template and save yourself hours. Remember, we started this drawing from the general arrangement drawing, like this drawing as a whole. Now we started from general arrangement drawing, which is structural framing. Then from there we moved to ProtaStructure. We did the detailing. Yes, so we did the modeling. Then after the modeling, we did the analysis. After the analysis, we did the design. And now we are now in detailing. So you can go the link to all these videos are in this video description too. The link to all of them, so you can go and watch them, so you'll be up to date. Remember, practice makes what perfect. If possible, get the CAD file and practice. If possible, get the CAD file and practice, because practice makes perfect. The more you practice these things, the more you get to learn them. The more you practice, the more you get to learn them, and the more you get to know them. Remember, there is a saying that goes like this: confidence comes from competence. In the sense that the more you do things, the more you do something, the more you get confidence in yourself. Like the more you become confident about that thing. So get the CAD file, practice, because mastery comes from repetition. For you to master anything is due to the amount of time you have done that thing over and over again. So we are offsetting this line. So we'll offset all of them 225 by 225. Yeah, so we are going to offset all of them. We'll offset everything that is here. All this and 225, so that our bricklayers, they will have a space to stand while laying the block. Or they will have where to stand. So I will be offsetting every single thing. So I'm through offsetting everything. But if you can see, I'm through offsetting everything. But if you can see, let's come over to this point. This line now, look at it. Look at is in STB foundation. Look at it. Look at the color. So what I'll do now is that I'll come here, click on this, do MA, enter. That's to match property. So I'll come match the property of this, match the property of this. This is what I'll do. I'll match the whole property. I'll match property. This is what I'll do. I'll match property and I'll match property. I'll be matching property. So match and match. So this is what we are going to do. So I'll increase the speed of this video, so this video will not really take so much time. It's just to match everything. Once I'm through matching them, I'll then go back to my normal explanation. So right now I'm done matching property. I'm done matching property. So what I'll do next is that, if you can see, let's come over to here. If you can see all this line, they are not entering this path footing base. All this line, they are not entering into this path footing base. So what I'll do is that I'll come here and trim them off. I'll trim them off. So what I'll do is that I'll click on this, then click on select similar. I'll click on select similar. Once I've clicked on select similar, I'll then do TR enter, which is for trim. I'll trim out this, trim out this, trim out this, trim out this. Sorry, Control Z, trim out this. Make sure that before you start trimming out, you highlight this rectangle and then do select similar. For example, if I did not do that, look out at TR, enter. I'll trim out this, then come and trim out this one. Then come and trim out this one again. Come and trim out this one again. It will take your time. So what you just do is that you highlight one of the rectangle, then like click, do select similar, then now do TR, which stands for trim, enter. Then once you trim out once, it will go. Trim out once, it will go. It will go. Then once you trim out once, it will go. So this, make sure you highlight the whole rectangle and do select similar. So I'll just trim out every single thing. That's what I'm doing. I'll just trim out everything. Make sure you follow the plan given to us by this Stonebridge detailing template. If you do not follow the plan given to us by this Stonebridge detailing template, once you print your drawing will not be neat. It will not be clear. It will not be readable as sight. It will not be like it will look like as if it's not an engineer that did work. It will just look as if it's all this, let me say, all these architects, or like, I don't know, but it will not look like an engineer's work. So make sure you follow this Stonebridge detailing template if you want your work to be nice, beautiful, and also readable as sight. So I'll be trimming out this, and don't forget, you can get the template in the link below. Yes, you can get it there in the link. The link is in the description, and the link is also pinned in the comment section. It's cheap. I think it's not even up to $5 or so. Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's up to $5. Yes. So sorry, Control Z. Yeah, I shouldn't have even Control Z. I deleted this line. It's a mistake. So I'll trim out this and I'll trim out this. So I'll be trimming out. I'll trim out this. I'll trim out this. I'll also trim out this and also come here and trim out this. So I'll zoom, trim out this and trim out this, and then trim out this, and then come in again, trimming out this. Then I'll zoom, trim out this. This is what I will do. So I'll pause this video. And do everything. Then resume back. So as you can see, I'm done trimming out all of them. But see, we are seeing here we'll trim out this because this thing should be like this straight. So we'll come TR, enter. So in this case, I'll come and trim out this. Yeah, so it will be like this. And I'll also come and trim out all this. So let me check for them. Where are we having them? So look at it here. I'll come here, trim it out. After I'll extend this line, I'll also come here, trim it out. And also in this area, I'll trim it out. And also here, I'll trim it out. So let me look for them. I'm not having such a thing. So look at here. I'll trim it out, and also I'll come here, trim it out, and also I'll come here and trim it out. And also here I'll come here and sorry, I made a mistake. Control Z. So I'll come here, trim it out. Whereas again, I think are we through? Yeah, I think we are through. I've trimmed them all out. So yes. So next thing I'll do is I'll come here and extend. I'll just click on this, click on ES, enter. Then I'll extend this line. So this is what I'm having. But if you can see, like, I should be this footing data now. This one now should be on top of this line. But if you can see, this line is on top of it. I see it. This line is on top of it. So what I'll do now, I'll click on this, click on select similar. I will select similar. Then like click again, click on draw order. I'll now say bring to the front, bring to the front. Yes, if you can see now, it's now on top. Yeah, it's now looking more accurate and more beautiful. So what I'll be doing now is to change this column hashing, all of them. I'll change it to be green in color. Like I want to have this color, this green color. So what I'll do now is that I'll just come click on this. I'll like click, then click on select similar. You can see it has been selected. Then I'll just come to this by layer, then increase it to, I'll then change it to green. Yes, I'll be seeing it. So you see that it's not green in color. So if you're, I'm not having almost the same thing with what I have here, with what I have in SamGoz template. Remember, you can get this template. It will really help you. It will fasten your work. The next thing to do now is to dimension. I'll be seeing all these dimension in here. See, this is the dimension, this is the dimension. So next thing to do now is to dimension this my foundation layout. And if I want to dimension, I can just type dimensioning, or I'll just come here, I'll just click on this. So what I'll do is I want to dimension from here to here. I'm having it to be 450. Then what I'll do now, I'll now type dim continuous, that is dimension continuous. That's look at it, dimension continuous. I'll just click on it. So I'll now come, I'll pick this point. I want to dimension my grid. Yes, I want to dimension my grid. So I'll dimension, I'll click here and also click here. And through dimensioning here, so the next thing to do now is I'll come again, I'll click on my dimension. So I want to get the whole length from this point to this point. So I've gotten it, this is this. Then I'll come and also dimension this area. So I'll come and click on this. Then next thing is that I'll, from here to here, I'll dimension it. I'll be having this. Then I can click, I can type dimension continuous, or I'll just come and click on this thing. You can type dimension continuous, or you click on this. Then I'll dimension from here to here, then from here to here, then I'm having from here to here, then from here to here. I'm also having from here to here and from here to here. So I've gotten my whole dimension. Then I'll dimension everything at once again. So I'll dimension from this point to, I want to dimension from this point to this point. So I'm having it to be this. Then what I'll do now is that I'll come here, highlight this dimension, do CO, which stands to copy, which CO stands for copy. I'll then move this, I'll move it to this point. Yes, once I move it to this point, I'll delete this one, E, enter. After I'll dimension it again, then come again, I'll copy this one too. I'll also copy this one, CO, enter. Then I'll copy it from this point and place it here. I'll copy it and place it here. This, I'll place it here. Then I'll now come again and copy this, or I just dimension it, any of them. If you want to copy, if you want to dimension it, it depends on you, what you want. So I'll place it here too. Then I'll come, okay, let me dimension. I'll come, click on dimension, dimension from here to this point. I'll dimension from here to this point, then I'll leave it. Then if you can see, let's go back. You see, they are not of the same property. Look at it, it's not of the same property. So what I'll do now, I'll click on this dimension, then type MA, which is to match property, MA, enter. Then I'll now match this property. I'll match everything. Look at it, it's now of the same property. So remember, as I said before, make sure that your drawing looks exactly like this, so that when you print it, it will be readable aside. If you don't ensure all these things, once you print your drawing, it won't be readable aside. Like it will just be as if like it's one amateur engineer that did the work while you are a professional engineer. So since I'm through with the dimensioning, next thing I'll do now is to come and input all this label, all this footing 1, footing 2, footing 3. All that, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm going to do now. So how will we know which one is footing 1, footing 2, footing 3? So any footing that is of the same dimension is footing 1. Any like you classify it either footing 1 or footing 2. Any footing that is of the same dimension. So what, or how dimension. So what, or how would I do it? So what I want to do now is that I want to click on this footing 1. I'll just click on this, type CO. So Control C, not CO, Control C, and then come to this my drawing, the drawing that I got from ProtaStructure, and then I'll just, what's the lowest column I have here? The lowest footing I have here is, yeah, is this 1100. This is the lowest footing dimension I have here. So I'll now do Control V and paste it here. So this is the lowest fitting dimension. So I'll do C Oh, enter. I'll copy this thing from here. So anyone I'm seeing a footing of 1,100 by 1,100, that means it is my footing one. So this is not 1,000. So this is not it. This is not it. This is not it. So look at it, 1,100. So I'll put it here. This is still footing one. I want to place it at this edge. So this is still footing one. So shake 1,000. Okay, this is already footing one. So I'll shake. Where am I having 1,100? Where am I having 1,100? Okay, this is it. So I'll place it here. This is my footing one. So okay, I'll look at it. I'll place it here. This is my footing one. So where is again? Where is again? I think we are okay. See another one here. I'll place it here. This is still my footing one. Where is again? Okay, look at these two. So I'll place it here, and I'll also place it here. So these are all my footing one. The next thing now is footing two. So let's check for which one. Okay, look at 1,200. So this will automatically become my footing two. Then I will escape and double click on this. Once I double click on it, I'll just change it to 2. Let's wait for a dialog box. So I'll change it to delete. I'll change it to 2. Then and then click on it again. See, oh, enter. Then I'll copy it from here. Let me check. Let's start checking which column is 1,200. Let's check for 1,200 column, 1,200 column, 1,200, 1,200. Okay, see one here. So I'll place this here. Let's check for another one, 1,200, 1,200. 1,200, 1,200. So I think we are through. Yeah, there's no 1,200. So look at 1,300. This 1,300 will now become our footing 3. I'll double click on it again. This will now become our footing 3. I'll delete 3. So what I'll do now is that I'll do CO, enter. That's to copy. I want to copy it from this point. So I'll check for 1,300. Come here again. So 1,300. See another one. So this will be my footing 3. So I'll check again for 1,300. This is 1,100, 1,100, 1,400, see 1,300. So this is my footing 3. See 1,000. Okay, this is 1,600, 1,300. Yeah, out. So it's like 1,300 are finished. Okay, this is another 1,300. Yes, this is another 1,300. So this is my footing 3. So let's check whether we have 1,400. Okay, see 1,400. That means this one will be my footing 4. So this will be I'll double click on it. Double click on it. Let's wait for it ahead. Then I'll now change it to 4. This is my footing 4. Then I'll click on it again. See, oh, enter. I'll copy it from this point. Anyway, I'm having 1,400. It will be my footing 4. So this is 1,400. This is still my footing 4. Let me check again. This is not 1,400. This is okay. Look at 1,400. So this is my footing 4. This is 1,400. This is my footing 4. Which other place are we having 1,400? 1,400. I think we are through with 1,400. So next one is 1,500. So automatically this will be my footing 5. But I will not like to place it here because this is a grid line. So I'll place it here. So it will not be on top of a grid line. So I'll double click, then type 5, enter. Sorry, escape. I should click outside. So this is 5 now. I'll then click on this CO, enter, copy it. Where am I having footing 5? I think this is the only footing 5 we are having. I think this is only 1,500 footing that we're having in this drawing. I think yes, it is. So the next one is this 1,600. I'll place it here, then escape, then double click on this, then I'll now change it to 6, enter. So this is the only 1,600. So if you can look now, we have successfully dimension like wait, I'm having look, I made a mistake here. So this should be 1,400. This should be this should be footing 1 because it's 1,100, 1,100. So I'll click on E, enter. So I think we have successfully labeled our footing. So what I'll do now is that I'll come and click on this. I'll come click highlight this, like click on select similar. So it has selected everything. If you see, it's on all the footing base. Look at it. It's on all the footing base. That means we have successfully labeled this. So I'll also click on this column. So this column will be my reference point. Once I move to stone bridge detailing template. Then click on Control C, not C, Control C, because I want to paste it in this template now. So I'll come here and then zoom out. I'll just paste it, Control V, and I'll paste it here. So this is what I'm having. So what I'll do now is that I'll come here now. I'll highlight everything. Do C, O, enter. This now is copy. Remember this thing now. The reason why I copied this column out is because I'll have a reference point here. So now this is my reference point. That's why I copied this column out. This is my reference point, and I'll come and place it here. This is that reference point. I'll place it here. So I'll be seeing everything. I'll now delete this E, enter. So if you can see, look at it, we have successfully labeled our column. This is footing 4, this is footing 2. So after labeling your column, next thing to do now is to dimension it. For example, I'll come to one of the footing 1. So this is footing 1. I'll just dimension one of it. So this is footing 1. I want to dimension this one. So I'll dimension one, just one. Don't dimension all your footing base. Just dimension one, so that once somebody see this footing 1 and anyway seeing footing one again, you know that footing one is this 1100. So I'll like click again, then I'll check for footing two. I'll dimension one of the footing twos. I'll check where am I having footing two, where am I having footing two, where am I having footing two. Okay, see this is footing two, so I'll dimension just one of the footing twos, just one of the F2. So I'll right click again, click on linear, then I'll dimension from here to here. Then next thing I'll right click linear. I'll then the footing three, this is footing three. So I would like to dimension this from here to here, and then right click, copy this, then dimension from here to here. Yes, the next one is this footing four. So I'll dimension one of the footing fours. So this is it. I'll right click again and dimension from here to this point. Then footing five, these are footing five. So I'll dimension just one of the footing five. Only which I'll have one footing five and one footing six. So I'll dimension it 1500. Then I click again. Then I'll dimension from here to here again. Yeah, I would have moved this thing. I would have moved. Let me just click on E, enter. Sorry, escape. Then click on E, enter. Let me copy. Let me come again. I would like to dimension this side because here is more free. Yes, we are not having too much line here. Then this is the last one I'll dimension, which is footing six. So I'm having the amount I'll dimension from here to here, which is 1600. So that once someone pick up my foundation drawing, he will know what he's doing. So dimension from here to here, which is 1000. But if you see now they are not of the same, I'll come and match property again. MA, enter. Then I'll match this color property. All this color property, I'll just match them. Just be fast. Just be fast. Just be fast. Yeah, look at it here again. I'll mash it. So after this now, next thing to do now is to come label our columns. Which one is column one, which one is column two, which one is column three. Don't worry, you get to know how to label your column, to know which one will be your column one, which one will be your column two, and which one will be your column three. So once it comes to column labeling, one thing you should know that any column that is the same, that means all of them will become column one. Any other type of, like, once it's the same in dimension, reinforcement, like for the same number of reinforcement, the same number of spacing, like the same, everything should be the same. That means that column will become your column one. So in order to dimension this our column successfully now, what to do is that we'll head over to ProtaStructure. So I'll explain it better so you understand it very well. So let's head over to ProtaStructure. Right now, we are now in ProtaStructure software. So if you can see, we have done everything, both the foundation design, both the slab design, all and all. So if you want to learn how we just went from just architectural plan to this, yeah, the link to all those videos is in this video description. Yes, you get to learn how we did our column placement, our beam placement, our paneling, which is slab, the governing principle that column should not be more than 6 meters, that slab area should not be more than 30 meter square area. Like, if you want to learn all those things, both in modeling, how we were able to achieve this. Like, you see, this column and this column, they are not of the same place. How we are able to achieve this, how we are able to achieve all this. Look at this column, look at this one is pulling out. How we are able to place this hidden beam, which is something as slab stiffener. If you want to learn all of them, the link to all those videos is in this video description. But right now, what we want to do is that we want to know which one is our column one and which one is our column two and the rest. So if you can see column one, if before you can classify any column as column one, they must have the same property. All of them must be the same. So for example, now this column now, this and this column now, they are all the same. They have the same property in the sense that they have the same the same grade of concrete, which is 20 Newton. Assuming if you go back to the previous video that we did when we are doing our design, yeah, we use the concrete grade of grade 20. So this and this, they are of the same grade. Also, they are of the same height in the sense this is 3 meters, this is 3 meters, this is also 3 meters, this is also 3 meters. If you check the reinforcement, they are of the same reinforcement. So they are of the same, all of them, everything about this column and this column, they are the same. So what I'm going to do, any column that starts from this base to any column that starts from this base to here, all of them is column one because all of them, they are the same. Why? Any column that just stopped at ground floor, which is this and this and this and this, any column that stops at ground floor is my column two. Then any column that starts from this, second floor, which is this and this, look at them, wait, let me zoom out. If you can see it, look at it. It's starting from the first floor. Also look at, let me zoom out. Also look at this. It's starting from the first floor, and also this one too. If you can see it, this one. Okay, look at them here. Look at them. So this column, and this column, there will be my column 3 because they are starting from the first floor. Not just that they are starting from the first floor, like they have the same property all of them have the same property, the same steel grade, the same grade of concrete, the same reinforcement spacing, the same type of reinforcement. Everything about them is the same. So I hope you understand what I say. Any column that starts from the ground floor to this, any column that starts from the ground floor and ends in this first floor is my column 1. Then any column that stops at this first floor, at this ground floor, look at it, which is this, and also this ones. Any column that ends in this ground floor is my column 2. Why any column that starts in this first floor is my column 3? Because all of them have the same property. So with this now, let me just go back to that. With this now, I've already known them. The only column that will not be column 1 here is these two columns, 1, 2, yeah, because they not continue here, which is 1, 2. They will not be column 1, and also this, and also these ones, look at it, and also these ones, let's zoom, and also this and this. That means there will be 5 columns. So others they will be column 1. All of them will be column 1. I don't know whether you understand what I say. Anyway, if you want to understand this thing very well, go to my previous video, watch them. That's when you understand this I'm saying now. So this column now, look at now, this column now, it's not column 1 because it terminates in this ground floor. It doesn't continue. So every other column, they start from the ground floor to the first floor. So all of them are column 1 except this column, this one continued. Let's zoom so you see. This one continued. If you can see, it continued. So it continues. So this one is still column 1, and this one will not be column 1 because it did not continue. Look at it. This is another column. If you see this one continue, that one I said that that one I told that continue. Look at it. So right now, no much explanation. Let me go and do it so you understand what I'm doing. So I'm now in this stone bridge template. Like we have said, this is not column 1. Okay, let me just copy. Where is their column 1? So this is this. I'll do CO, enter. So I'll just copy it. Let me remove my shift key. Let me remove my auto key. I can click here. I'll just type Control F8. It will just go. So I'll just come back to this my drawing. So remember, this will be column 1. This one will not be column 1 because it terminated in the ground floor. This one too. This will be column 1. Yeah, because it did not terminate in the ground floor. This will not be column 1 because it terminated in the ground floor. This too will not be column 1 because it terminated in the ground floor. If you go back to that our model, let me go back. Okay, after I'll go back and show you this one so you understand. Then others will be column 1 because they started from the ground floor to the final floor. Not just that they started from the ground floor to the final floor. They have the same property, the same grade of steel, the same grade of steel, the same grade of concrete, the same number of bar, which is Y16, the same spacing of bar, like every other thing is the same. So that's why I'm having it to be the same. For example, as me, I'm having a column of another dimension that is not 225 by 225. That means that column will not be under column 1. Yeah, as me, I'm having another column that is not of the dimension of 225 by 225. That column will not be under column 1. That column will be another column number. So remember, these two, they terminated in the ground floor. So they will not be column 1. They will not be classified as column 1. So look at these ones. These ones, they continue. I think I've labeled all of them. Yes. So that means this one that terminated in the ground floor is now my column 2. So I will escape. Double click on this. So let me type C1. Sorry, not C1, C2. So I will escape. Then let me escape. Then copy CO, enter. Then I'll copy this. Paste it here. Remember, I told you this one will terminate at ground floor. Then this one will terminate at ground floor. Then this will terminate at ground floor. That's why it's my column 2. This will terminate at ground floor. Then those new columns that emerged from second floor, we will introduce them when we'll get to the first floor beam and column layout. Yeah, they will not be in this foundation because they will not be seen in this foundation. So once I get to first floor beam and column layout, that's when I will now classify them as column 3. That's okay. Let me go and show you so you see it. Look at them. Once we get here, I've just seen this column now. Once you get here, we will now name this column as column 3. Look at it, column 3 and column 2. If you can see, there's no column here, meaning that this column started from ground floor to the first floor. That's to the roof level. So there's no column here. So we have this as column 1. We have this as C3, C3, and C3. Remember, I told you this. If you can see, this one is also on blue, meaning that this column started from the first floor. Yeah, this column started from the first floor. If you can remember when we are doing our modeling, this column started from the first floor. Yes, that's why it's on blue because started from look at it, all of them that are on blue. this, and also this. They all started from the first floor. Why these ones on this column, they started from the ground floor to the roof level, apart from these two. Yeah, apart from these two, because these two terminated in the ground floor. The reason why you are seeing them here is because they are seen in the first floor beam and column layouts. If you go over to the roof beam, look at it, you no longer be seeing them again. Yeah, you no longer be seeing them again. So I hope you understand what I've explained. So coming over to this, so I'm through with my okay. Yeah, I'm through with my colon labeling. So next thing to do now is I'll copy out this. We're almost through. I'll copy out this. I'll copy this is sectioning. I'll also copy out this. I'll do CO, enter. I'll just copy it from, let me copy from this point and then place it anywhere of my choice. Where would I place this now? Okay. Should I place it here, or where is more free? Okay, no, let me place it here. I think I'll be placing it here. So I'll place it here. So this is what I'm having. So yeah, this is what I'm having. So what I'll do now is that I'll break this line, BR, enter. I want to break this line, this dimension. Yes. So once I print it, it will not run across this sectioning point. So since I've sectioned it, what I'll do now is that I'll move this thing out. Let me move this thing to this point. So I'll move it. I'll right click, type enter. So I've moved it to this point. Then I'll come here and copy this. I'll copy this. Got it. I'll copy this. CO, enter. Then I'll copy this and place it here. So this is now my section, B section. So at this point, we are through with everything concerning our column detailing. Okay, the remaining thing now is this E, enter. I'll delete it and come and copy this thing, CO, enter. I'll copy it and place it here. Remember, you can get this stone bridge detailing template. The link is in this video description. Get it and practice. So what I'll do now is that I'll come and copy this. Yeah, I'll come and copy this and also this. We are almost through. No, okay, I made a mistake. We're almost through. I'll come and copy this and this. Do CO, enter. Yes, I'll copy from this point. Then I'll come and place it. Okay, look at it. It's even so yourself. I'll come and place it here. So right now we are through with everything concerning our current data. So if let me bring it closer so you will compare. So you can compare everything you have here and see it's the same thing, exactly the same thing. Yes, exactly the same thing. So right now you can come over to this point, change it, you put your name, you put everything, you put the name of your company, you put everything you want to put. So right now you see this thing is exactly the same thing with this. So if we print this thing now, this drawing will be readable as sight. And once somebody looks at this drawing, like they will say yes, that this is an engineer's work, like it's an engineer that did this work. So I hope I've been able to convey this knowledge. And to don't forget, you can get the template, which is Stonebridge 10 template. This template in this video description. Get it and practice and learn. Remember, practice makes what perfect. And also, mastery comes from what repetition. The more you practice, the more you get to know structural design. Yes, so get the template. And also, don't forget, if you don't know anything about structural framing, which is general arrangement drawing, which is column placement, beam placement, slab placement, and its governing principle, the link to those videos is in this video description. Go and learn, because the more you develop yourself, the more you learn, the more you earn. The more you learn, the more you earn.